This is Lesson 8, Homework Practice Financial Literacy, Simple Interest. This one is all about using a formula that we went over in our notes. Interest equals your principal, which is the money that you're borrowing, times the rate, which is the percentage usually that you're getting it at, times the time. And it's based in years. So if you have months, you need to put it over 12 because 12 months are in a year. And we'll go over that as the problems occur. Number 2, we're going to do the evens today. And I would write this formula on your paper. I equals P times R times T. And you're going to round to the nearest cent. So number 2. You have what you're going to borrow, it's $1,200, times your percent. Remember, you're still going to have to move that decimal 2 times to the left to get the percent away and turn it into decimal. So it's going to be 0.035 times 2 years. So if we take your 1,200, multiply that by 0.035, it's 6,000 there, placeholder. And then I'm going to stop just with those 2 numbers because the rest are zeros. You add straight down. Okay, so now you have to put your decimal spot back in. And if you had 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Don't forget your dollar sign. So that is the interest earned. Okay, let's look at number 4. And so up here, make sure you do put your dollar sign and the amount. Number 4. You have your principal at 1,000 times your 2%. Remember, 1, 2, move your decimal 2 times to the left. And if you look here, it says 9 months. Well, for 9 months, you put your 9 over the 12 months to make a year. Okay, there is another way to do it, but I'm going to show you this way first. So 1,000 times the 0.02, show your math, but you're going to get 20 over 9 twelfths. Then you're going to multiply your fraction straight across. You should get 180 and 12 over. So then you're going to take your 180, divide that by 12, and you should get the answer. On your answer document, come back, put your answer. Show your work on notebook paper, but write only your answer on your homework page. So number 6. we have your principal times your percentage times your times, which is 1 month out of 12 months. Okay, work that one the same way. Number 8. And we are going to round to the nearest cent. Okay, your principal is 720. Okay, now your percent, we're going to move it 2 spots to the left. So that gives you a little bit larger decimal times 3 months over 12. Watch for your decimal placement on this. Let's look at number 10. You have your principal at 500 times your 0.12 for your percentage times 18 over 12. Okay, we still have to put it over 12 months because that's still based on the 1 year. And you'll do the same thing. You'll multiply, and you'll multiply your fractions, and then you'll end up dividing. Number 12. 2,000 for your principal, 0.20 for your rate, times 1 year. Everything is rounded to the nearest cent, and put your dollar signs. I will count off on your dollar signs. Let's look at 14. The average cost for a vacation is $1,050. If a family borrows money for the vacation at an interest rate of 11.9% for 6 months, what is the total cost of the vacation, including the interest of the loan? Total cost of vacation, including the interest of the loan. Okay, your principal that you're borrowing is $1,050. The rate is going to be 0.119 times 6 over 12. Now we've been leaving it as a fraction, but this one is very simple to see. This also equals 1/2, which is 0.5. So multiply these two and show your work and see if you come up with this, but you must show your work. And then multiply that by 0.5. Oh, my bad. Yep, that was for, I almost gave you the whole answer. Okay, that was the wrong step. Okay, after this you should get 124.95 times your 0.5, and you're going to round to the nearest cent, so that you should get this, but show your work. So this number tells you to do what to that number? And then you're going to go back and add it. The total cost of the trip, or the average cost for the vacation, was the $1,050, plus now your interest that you have to pay for the loan, and this will be your total cost. This is what I want on your paper. Don't forget your dollar signs. Turn it over. Number 2. Terry invested $2,200 in a stock market for 2 years. If the investment earned 12%, how much money did he earn in 2 years? So your principal times your rate times your years. Now they have it a little bit out of order, but remember, principal times rate times time. Okay. Number 4. When Melissa was born, her parents put $8,000 in a college fund account that earned 9% simple interest. Determine the total amount in the account after 18 years. Okay, principal, $8,000. The rate, 0.09 times 18 years. Okay, they want to know the total amount. Total amount. So when you get your answer, you're going to have to add that back to your 8,000. Whatever your answer was. And this is the total interest, I guess. Total amount. Okay, total amount. Number 6, Mona opened a savings account with a $500 deposit and a simple interest rate at 5.6%. If there is no deposits and no withdrawals, how much money will she have in the account after 8.5 years? So you start with 500, multiply that by your rate, by your years, and it's 8.5 years. I'm going to turn that to a decimal because I think they're easier to work with. Well, really, they're about the same. And then you want how much money is in the account after 8.5 years. So you're going to go back, add your answer to the original investment. Total amount. Number 8. Kelly Ray's inheritance from her grandmother was $2,200,000 after taxes. If Kelly Ray invests his money in the savings account that earns $18,260 in simple interest every year, what was the interest rate? So now you're having to work a little bit backwards. We're looking for the interest rate on this one. So you have your original. We are looking for your rate times the 1 year. Okay, so we are solving for R, and it earned for 1 year. So there's your equation, and you're going to solve for R. And I'm going to let you try to do this because we've done it before. You're going to get R all by itself, so solve for R. If you have any questions, we'll be in our class in the morning at 7:15.